Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
With the initiatives that are taken by the current government, particularly in terms of encouraging the student to think differently, innovative and all those like Smart India Hackathon, Manthan, now Kavach. So all these hackathons actually propelled the innovation ecosystem at India, and the government is having its mission for innovation, and with the introduction of ARIA ranking and NRF innovation, people are being propelled to think positive, think for the solution. India is a country where if you visit villages, in villages engineering solutions are called as jugaad. So research and innovation has been part of India, but the only thing is we were not able to propel it to the next level. With the current government initiatives and the initiatives taken by Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Home Minister, we are able to think differently. The students, particularly the young brigade, are asked to think differently. A lot of initiatives are there for startups. So the whole ecosystem over the last 3-4 years has changed, and from an educational institute point of view, I can see that change in the student. Now the students are not very keen about placement. They want to start. So Make in India, Startup India, all these initiatives has definitely brought the landscape in the level where we thought of. And if God desire, everything goes fine, maybe 5 years or 6 years down the line, we will be able to drive the innovation ecosystem of this particular world altogether. Apart from the syllabus, we have got advanced laboratories. We have got an idea lab by IIT where the skill development can happen. We have got an NVIDIA lab, which is unique in this particular part of the country, where we have a NVIDIA DGA100 machine, which is of 5 terabyte flop. So it can do a lot of AI level computation. Apart from that, we have a TBI, which is MSME certified, sponsored, as well as we have got UPE startup, we are a part of it. And just to mention, we have the TBI where the highest number of incubators are there in a private institute under Startup UPE program, and we have got around 35 incubators with us. Apart from that, some of our alumni, pass out students, recent pass out student who has pursued their career and want to do a startup, they have also funding from MSME. Of late, this year we have got a Nidhi Prayas center of recognition as well. Across India, 14 centers has been identified, and we are fortunate to have it at GL Bajaj as well. Through this Nidhi Prayas initiatives of the DST, we will get a lump sum amount of 3 crore rupees over a year of 5 years, so that we can support innovation within the region, various projects, and we have already started that. 26 projects has been shortlisted out of all those submissions, and we have scrutinized them, and the team is going to recommend for their project funding. So we give funding, we give office space for them to work. There are a lot of advanced laboratories where they can develop their product. We also have a electric vehicle, because the electric vehicle is a very recent technology where it's a disruptive technology where a lot of innovation can happen. And we have a center of excellence for that, where we have a separate battery design unit, so the students can come up and design new batteries and test them. So all these opportunities are there. Apart from the government funding that is available, from the institute perspective, the management is also extending 2 crore rupees of seed fund. So for a innovation ecosystem, we have a TBI, we have people who can handhold and mentor the innovation, we have got funding opportunities, and we are and all this is under a Section 8 company, which is called as a GLBCRI, Center for Research and Innovation. in a startup or an innovation, the first thing obviously is the novelty. So, and the usage, right? The problem that the particular innovation is trying to solve, that should be of importance in a mass level, because if you innovate something which the business is going to happen only for a very small community, it is not going to end much of a result. And India has been a very populous country. We need to have solutions for which can go to the grassroots level. So we look into the novelty, we look into the business model, we look into the scalability of the product in terms of particularly in the cost effectiveness. If it is possible to produce where each one of us, each one Indian can buy it, it will be much better. So we focus on the novelty, we focus on the business plan, and also look into the end product, how feasible it is for a small, a family which can earn lesser money can afford it. What happens that sometimes the student come up with brilliant ideas. Now, the group that we are dealing with, particularly at the institute level, they are more of an adolescence age. So they are very young, enthusiastic and bright minds. They come up with great ideas. What they lack most sometimes, which we feel, is to shape up it properly, because as a technical institute, most of the time they come up with solutions which are highly technical and which are really relevant, but probably they miss out on the business plan. So we try to make sure that there is a proper thought given to how to roll out in the market, the solution. So that is one of the biggest challenges which I have seen closely working with the student. Ideas were excellent, but those ideas sometimes are not thought of two level. One is the marketability, and indirectly if I say marketability, map it to another term, that is the scalability part. So for example, somebody is producing a safety device against the woman attack or woman crime, and that device is highly costly, or the device is designed in such a manner that it is so powerful that you also start thinking that the attacker can use this as a weapon indirectly. So all these things has to be looked into, and that is where we need to handhold the student, and we go ahead with that. See, I personally believe that to have a startup is just like, or owning an idea is just like is an art. If you look at an artist or a normal human being, people like us, I mean to say, who are not in the entrepreneurial journey, you will realize that a normal human being who goes through studies and work and all those jobs and all those, his growth process will be more of a linear one. Over the age, his salary will increase, over the age, his position will increase, over the age, his recognition will increase. But if you look at an artist, say for example cricketer or athlete or something, anybody, for the timing I am not relating it to, I am taking it out of the context deliberately, I will then relate it to the entrepreneur. So if you look into an artist and every form where people are pursuing their passion, they are not driven by the normal world, they are ready to pursue their passion and dream. If you follow those people, you will realize that the curve of their recognition or the money or the fame is actually not linear. It is exponential. Say for example, Sachin Tendulkar before 1989, till he didn't come to the Indian team and make a big mark of himself, he was not known across the country. So his recognition was relatively restricted to Mumbai or few cricket lovers outside Mumbai. All of a sudden, when the Wonder Boy comes and start hitting sixes to Abdul Qadir, suddenly he gets into a different zone altogether. So the recognition and this will suddenly happen. Of course, there will be failure stories. So same, what I am trying to say, that following your passion in any field other than the typical job profile is more or less taking a risk and having a possibility of failure. That is little bit stretched out in entrepreneurship. So all the students who want to become entrepreneur, I tell them the success story. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you should feel like, okay, I am the next Dhoni or Sachin Tendulkar or say Virat Kohli, known cricketers in this, cricket is a very popular game in India. So I tell their stories and say, before Dhoni become Dhoni, there are a huge amount of struggle stories. So they should be, if you are following your passion, you should not think about failure. एंड हिंदी में हम कहते हैं ना, दिमाग से जब आप सोचते हो तो आप सक्सेस होते हो, फेलियर के चांसेस कम होते हैं. जब दिल से सोचते हैं तो फेलियर के चांसेस बढ़ते हैं. पैशन इज रिलेटेड टू योर हार्ट, इट इज़ नथिंग टू डू योर माइंड. सो व्हेन यू आर पैशनेट, देयर द चांसेस ऑफ फेलियर विल बी मोर, बट आप जब दिल से सोचते हैं तो आप हमेशा खुश रहते हैं. सो यू शुड बी ऑलवेज थिंकिंग अबाउट, वंस आई गेट अ सक्सेस स्टोरी, my story will be one of the motivating stories across the world, and that should always keep you on the high. There will be a failure. Failure is a part of life. People in that normal life also faced failure, and COVID was a big lesson for everyone. Irrespective of which position you are, you can fail all of a sudden. So in entrepreneurial journey, anybody who want to start this should have this courage or acceptability that failure is a part of the initial days. This is actually not a big challenge, if I'll say. Why? Challenge for us, obviously, but the students, the students are always updated. So they develop technologies which are very new, very relevant. Now, as a mentor, when we look into the solutions, our job was not primarily to look into the intrinsic details of the implementation. Irrespective of the implementation details, you will realize overall the journey of a particular innovation from the prototype level to the product level is more or less similar. So the challenges are that students should be upscale with whatever the technologies, and to train our mentors and faculties, we do conduct a lot of webinars, send them to FDPs, participate in a lot of hackathons where the faculty are sent as a mentor. So they also realize and uppace themselves, and Coursera, NPTEL, Swayam, all these portals give tremendous platform for the faculty and the student to upskill themselves. We give ample opportunity for that as well, in terms of financial support, or in terms of where faculty or the student need little bit of relaxation in their workload. We tend to do that. And in addition, at our institute particularly, we offer add-on courses. We do a lot of hands-on training with industry partners, trainer partners, who take up the new technology and train the student. Some cases we follow train the trainer model, where our faculties are deputed to industry to upgrade themselves and then come back and train our students. So these are the challenges. It's always a challenge to be technologically updated, but that's the fun in teaching, because we always have to train the people for the future, and that is one of the challenges which actually make teaching fun. That adventure is a part of it, because whatever I have learned as a undergrad way back when I was doing my undergraduation in engineering, everything had changed. So with the student, with the technology, we evolve ourselves, and that's the beauty of teaching. One of our recent innovation that the students are working on is on air purifier. They are the first liquid based air purifier manufacturing startup. It was funded by MSME. The prototype has already been designed. They are working on that. Two or three prominent alumni who have earned a lot of recognition over the past. I would like to mention their success stories as well. One of them is Kajal Srivastava. She was a electronics engineering student at our campus. She has been the founder of Nadi Pulse. It's a device which can detect your check your nadi, and through that can detect the disease that you are suffering from. She was the winner of Ayush Mantralaya hackathon last year, and also got the opportunity to interact with the Israel president during his visit, and 2-3 times also interacted with Honorable Prime Minister. The other person which I want to mention is Mr. Nikki Jha. Nikki Jha has developed a sabji koti. It's a small scale kind of a refrigerator where the vegetable vendors can store their vegetables for a longer period. And sabji koti is a very easy, affordable, low cost refrigeration system. Uh, with his efforts, he was also being invited to Shark Tank. He have participated there. The third person I will say is Alok Tripathi, who has who is a co-founder of EV Minda. It's an electric vehicle manufacturing company, which is doing a good business. Maybe around, probably this year he will cross 100 crores in two-wheeler segment, and they are trying to venture into four-wheeler segment as well. And there are many. These are the what I say prominent success stories which I have. They are working on the field where the it's very much needed. As I said, one is on Ayush Mantralaya, that is on the medical science. One is on the low and the smart hackathon winner also. He has done this sabji koti, and the third person is working on electric vehicles. Like this, we have a lot of alumni we are proud of who have success stories in the entrepreneurial journey as well. I always believe that who is envisioning to become an entrepreneur, he has already done the 50% of it. Because the first thought to become an entrepreneur actually propels you to start looking into problems and their solutions. And I always believe that if you can identify a problem genuinely, you know the solution as well. So for all those young entrepreneurs, I said my message will be stay positive, think about the solution, but at the same time think about critically. Don't feel that if it is my solution, it is the best solution. That is where a lot of entrepreneurs actually go to a wrong path. I mean to say is misleading path, that whatever I am solving is the best solution in this world. That is a wrong notion. My message will be stay positive, think big, think whatever you feel like. Sometimes some weird thought can really get a good product. But when you come to the design or come to the solution, be very critical about whether your solution will be accepted by others. It is not whether you like your solution. The solution has to be liked by the people, then only you will have a market. Otherwise, it will be only a prototype and it will end up there. So, and stay positive. Don't feel about the failure. Failure will be stepping stones. From failures, you should think like every failure will actually help me to shape my future innovation in a better manner. If we can think about that, I think there's nothing which can stop them. And our young brigade is very strong. As Honorable Prime Minister always says, we are the youngest nation in this world in terms of population of younger generation. So we have every chance to rule the world. The only thing is these young engineers or young entrepreneurs should stay positive and think big.